Hey everyone, welcome back to Ivy's Gaming. We are continuing our playthrough with our little beaver boys. And we still have 2 contaminated beavers. I think that what happened, like, doing this. That's the only thing I can think of. Because we've done a pretty good job of keeping them out of this area. There's been no need for them to go here. No, they cleaned that up when it was still good, so. Alright, well, we are on cycle 21, day 1. The bad tide has ended, so that's going to be coming in. We'll close this off here in a little bit. We're still not building anything here. That's just kind of our sketch pad for any of these ideas that we come up with. I think at some point, now that we are close to getting dynamite, you know, there's a few things that we need to check off our list. One is to get this flowing better and faster so that we don't have this kind of stuff. I'd like to get this to where that's not flooding every bad tide. That would be helpful, especially as we look into some of the things that we talked about last time, which would be building this up as a dam, whether that's using levees or dirt, depending on what we do with that for terraforming. But basically getting it to flow this way and off the map. So the idea is, yeah, hopefully we can get it flowing off. I wonder if the bad tide flows off the map, like even right here. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to how that flows. Maybe we'll take a gander, see what that does. We are going to bump this out just a little bit so we can get more water flowing through here. Right now we're restricted to 2. And if that's all we're getting, 2 squares, like we have 3 here and 5 here, so that's a lot of flow. And while it doesn't hurt us to have it in here and flowing through, backing this up is kind of, it sucks. Like we can't use this, we're risking our beavers. Like we did have to build this dam just to prepare for if it did happen to backflow here. We were really lucky that it didn't. But yeah, that's our plan. We are still working on the tower. Let's see. Click on this. There we go. They've almost completed the tower that we've put into place. So we're going to have to really put some effort into making that taller. Because we're going to have gravity batteries coming pretty quick. That is kind of our next big goal. It's going to cost us literally nothing in science, but we're going to need some metal coming in. We only have 4 metal blocks. We need 10 per gravity battery, so that's at least 4. So 40 metal. So we may need to ramp up production here, get a couple more beavers on that, get another smelter going, maybe put some beavers over here. You know, that's not going to be too hard to get to. They can work underwater, so we just put some flags, some stairs down, and they'll take care of it. All right, well, let's get stuck in. Go beavers. All right, so they're working on warehouses. We're good on that. Let's see what our priorities are. So priority, high priority here. They can reach that. They just haven't gotten to it yet. What's this? We are waiting for planks. Planks and power. We didn't have to pause our water this time around, so that was pretty good. As always, we're going to watch this. And when that gets down to like, you know, 5%, then we can open that up. I still would love to have a way to, you know, block this off, not have any bad tide come through here, or at least just go around there. That way we don't have to wait for this to clear out. Because the problem is, yeah, this is at 4%. Still a little bit coming in, but like we can't get any of this water until that's all flushed. So we'll go ahead and drop these down. And we're going to use the little cheaty thing here in a little bit. All right. So if you recall, the cheaty bit for this is we put in some level 1 floodgates. Put that one in there, that one in there, that one in there, and that one in there. And then we put that on not high priority, low priority, the lowest priority. And we can even pause them. And the reason why we're doing this is because you want to be able to sync your floodgates. However, they have this. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna set these all to synchronize. There we go. So now it should be synchronized. So we don't have to actually build those other ones. We just have to have them in place and they're automatically synchronized. So maybe I'm gonna risk that and just leave it at leave those paused. I really don't want. We already have water flowing through here. Nice. I don't like looking at those pause buttons, but I don't want to risk having them go in. Number one, it's a lot of material. Number two, I mean, I guess it's a lot of material. Not really 10 and 5, but it's planks that I don't want to use. 10 planks if I put in a double. But I don't want to risk having nothing to build and then suddenly they just decide to build it. It's kind of like these. If I saw them starting to work on any of this, I would probably freak out and just destroy it all. All right. Again, we don't need this guy going. How are we on jobs? We have 2 jobs not covered, and it's, yep, nice. One there, and we have this one. We do not need a beaver in the district center. I wish I could turn that off completely. Let's see what happens. What happens if I pause it? I've never tried that. So it doesn't do anything. Huh. Okay. Well, there we go. Paused. They did put that into place. And I realized that I did not put in a 3-way power outlet there. All right, so we're gonna trash that. We're gonna put in a 3-way. And that's gonna be super high priority. Because we need that. And then we're gonna make cleanup here high priority. Because we don't like looking at garbage. Okay. We're still at 2 jobs. Why is that? We took 1 away from there for this place. Well, they did pick that up. So our haulers are definitely working hard. We need to get going on the tower. So let's start putting some of those into place. We know the pattern is just 2 by 2 by 2, so we're basically putting in 2, 2, 2. All right. So now we're putting in stairs. Here and here. Put in path here and here. Now we're putting in power. There. There. And then a step up. Or as they call it, a high power shaft. So that's as, quick and easy as it gets to put that into place. Step, missed out. Path, path. Power, power. High power shaft. I am very, very curious to see how much further we can go. This is a pretty ingenious design. I'd seen it one place before a while back, and I remembered that it was 3x3, but I didn't remember anything else about it. So it did take some time to look it over when we were talking about it a while back, a few videos ago. And I was pleasantly surprised that the path that we had taken was pretty much the exact path that they had done. So it was, you know, figuring it out, using a design that somebody else had already developed, but kind of we did it at the same time. I'm really liking the way that looks. I really hope that we are close to the top. I really, really want to get this done. It's one of those things where, as fun as it is to build this and get this together, I just want to see this part done, just because it is a little repetitive. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's pause this for a second. We can't put anything up here, so we can't go any higher than that. So the question now becomes, how high can we put this? All right, so we can't put it there or there. Okay, okay. We may have found the limit. We're gonna slowly delete these. I'm interested in how they've made the change to this, because now I want to see. All right, so that's too high. Trashing that, trashing that. Okay. How high is that? Those are the same heights. Okay. I don't want to do that yet. Delete. Yes. Delete. Yes. Well, that's a lower one. Delete. Yeah. Delete. Yeah. Delete. Yeah. Okay, so we can put one there. Let's do one more and just see if that can go. All right, so we can't put anything else up here. That is the limit for that. So delete this, delete this, Delete that. Delete that. Alright, so they can go up there. And we did already discuss that's going to be the first one. Let's go ahead and unlock it. And that's where we're going to put it. And I'm trying to think if it makes sense to go with a 3. I don't think it does because we still want to have steps going up to there. They need to be able to get up here and get into that. That actually connects, but that's not where we need to use that high power shaft. So like that connects right in, but we can't put a single in because if we put a double there and there, we cannot put this battery in. So that can't be there. That can't be there. However, that also can't be there. So then we go to singles, which puts that on the same level. And boom. All right. These singles are already in place. And you can see that sidesteps that so we can dig down to the ground. That sidesteps that so we can dig down all the way through the map with dynamite. And this one does too. So the next thing is they can get up here and do these. What we do is we just high prioritize that one, lower prioritize that one, and leave that one medium. So when they get up there, they'll do that one first, this one, and then this one. So the next step we need is how's the power getting there? So the power is going to get there through this little gap. Maybe it's easier to go around this side and see it. All right, so we already have some power in there. We need to put in another 90. And that's that way. So it goes in there. That gets us power to the center. And this is where we didn't do that center shaft. And we had talked about that in the past. Everything right. Yeah, we went to singles there. We need it. Doubles there. We're in singles there again. And the doubles were fine there. Yep. All right. So in the center, 4 planks. So this is the time where it makes sense to unlock the 3. All right. I think one more. That goes too high. That goes right there. And they're all going to be connected, so we can just put in a high power shaft right here, since that one's going to be our first one. So there we go. High power shaft connects into here. Oh no, wait. We have that 90 in there, so it's technically just going to have to go forward. Power connection is blocked. Well, the power connection is blocked because the stairs. Let's go ahead and take out the stairs just to verify and make sure. Yeah. So when it's in there eventually, So you can see from this angle. Ooh. That's the level we're at. So it's basically just going to go in the backside of that. So let's go ahead and put the stairs back in for now. And the reason why we're doing that is because they can only reach up one. So they could build this one and they could build this one, but they'd never be able to reach this one without those stairs. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna delete this one for now. Delete this one for now. And there we go. Paths are cheap. We just want to make sure that they can reach everything that they need to reach. All right, so there we go. Look at that, 4 towers completed, and we're gonna have 4 gravity batteries at the top. That's awesome. Let these little beaver babies get to work. Power's going here. We're gonna have dynamite. That's under landscaping. We may as well unlock this. May as well unlock that. And we may as well unlock that. You know, we've had this one science building just churning things out. I feel like we wasted a little bit of material at the beginning. Looks like 80 planks, 30 gears, and 10 pine resin, because we really haven't used this. But that's okay. We have 1 baby growing up and 1 job available. It is that one. I am so glad that I finally decided to just check pausing on that. That's pretty amazing. All of our water is flowing in here through that one dam. We are not losing any water out this way, so that has gone according to plan. We do still want water going this way, so that's fine here. I'm still debating whether I want to do anything here, but you know, this gives us a convenient path. If we turn this into stairs, we can easily get up there without having to go all the way around here. All right, still have 2 beavers contaminated, so technically we're ahead on jobs because those little bastards aren't working, and we have 2 beavers that are injured. And I think they get injured working in factories. There's not a lot I can do about that. And if he's starving, that's his own fault. Like, get up, go find something to do. Go find some food. There he goes. So he did get some food. Let's see. Also, when we left off, these beavers, why are you not working? Cattail roots. Where is the flour stored? The wheat flour stored there. Cattail flour stored there. Maple pastries, bread. All right. So now we can change one of these to cattail crackers. Carrots, almost full. Grilled potatoes, full. Berries, full. Bread, full. Grilled chestnuts, full. So, yeah, like we're set. I don't know that we need more food for our beavers. You can see we're just full of everything, and we have extra potatoes because we have bread and potatoes here and here. So, you know, the beavers should be able to come here. You can see this one is set to obtain. So they've just eaten 6 breads. So tomorrow morning, the haulers should probably come from here. Or maybe they'll do it now. I don't know when exactly they would do it, but oh yeah. So now we're down to 188. And the idea is this is supplying, well, it's not really supplying, it's just accepting. It could be set to supply. See if any beavers come in and restock this. This is like a job for haulers. Realistically, we could prioritize this by haulers. Oh, it's full. Yeah, so somebody did it. And same with this. So like we're constantly keeping food and water near our apartments, which is really great. We do have 9 dynamites. This seems like a good time to put in a couple dynamites here. We're just gonna do, there we go. So here's our first dynamite. It is prioritized. Are they, there we go, some cleanup. And we're pretty far away from any bad tide on day 5. Usually it doesn't occur that early. So we should be good to go. I want to see these beavers get these up. And I think we'll probably just do a levee in here. No, we need the floodgates. And if we need more, we could also take these 2 out. That might be a good idea. So, let's see. I wonder if I can put one down, or if I think I probably have to uproot that. Yeah. We don't want that there. Look at that. They have 1 already in place. Let's set this to uproot. Make that a high priority. That a high priority. And we just detonate. Boom, boom. There we go. First detonation. And let's go ahead and put in another floodgate here. And another dynamite. And we're gonna break that path because we need 1 more dynamite in here. And then we're gonna make that high priority as well. We'll have to put in another platform behind, but that'll be okay. And hopefully this 4 will allow all that water to go and we won't have any more flooding. And we're already back up to 9 dynamite again. We are very, very happy beavers. Injury and contamination dragging us down, but cattail crackers, maple pastries, they have all the nutrition they could possibly want. The next thing is start working on social life. We're slowly doing aesthetics. We can put in a couple scarecrows. They're super cheap. Maybe a couple lanterns. The farmer's monument. So, oh my God, is that done? That is done. So we could put in, you know, that it's getting some of them, and then we can put in a brazier of bonding somewhere. And then there's going to be a good place for a fountain. And I do have an idea for that. That may go well, like over here. I don't know. We'll see. I had an idea for it, but I think like some of the stuff we've done has precluded doing that in the future. You know, the other option is we make this into the apartment complex instead of here, and we use this area for growing our foods. Look at them go. All that wheat being taken care of, all the maple pastries being created, baked. The chestnuts are full, so the cattail crackers are starting to come in. Maple pastries, you know, they're eating their fill. Eventually they'll start stocking it up. They'll have all the food that they can have, but the first thing they want to do is they want to fill up on those, so they just kind of eat these until, I think until their happiness is full. So once they're all full, then they'll just start going through other items as well. And then we'll actually start like loading them up. The one thing I am noticing is that we burned through all the chestnuts. So I think like the question is going to be, are we still gathering chestnuts? Do we have enough beavers doing their gathering? So that's doing dandelions and berries. but there's no storage for chestnuts down there. So we need to get these warehouses up to par. When we get these gone, this one especially, then we'll have storage for chestnuts. And that's probably why our stock is slow. But we're okay because we've been grilling everything that we have, so it's all right. Oh, hey. All right, so we will detonate those two. We will put in one more platform here. Put the path across. Make that a high priority. And we will close that off. So that's going to give us more power. Again, you know, we opened it up so that it's, you know, it was flowing through, but now it should be good to go. I'm really interested. Yep. All right, so that's still flowing. There we go. We're drying up for all the stuff that we pushed out. It's still pretty full. And now it's actually flooding. It's never flooded in the past. It may just be while it equalizes. Yeah, I think that might have been just a reaction to us closing this, but that is so wild. It's never flooded there in regular time in the past. And now all of a sudden, there's too much water flowing through. Huh. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. I mean, we're not in danger of anything with that. We have more than enough power right now. I think when... Oh, look at this. They built these already. Maybe that's causing the flooding. All those are open, though. Those are all open. Those are all open. There is some math behind these wheels and how they work. It could be possible that it's backing this up enough. The greatest depth, no, like that's the high. It's not the highest it's been. The greatest depth is almost a full tile. This greatest depth has been, oh, there we go. Yeah, it must have just needed to equalize after I closed those. Panic for no reason. All right, so we have to decide how we're gonna deal with these. Click on this. It's the easy way to get the water gone. You can click on this to show or hide the water. Oh, show storage. Oh, that's new. Interesting. Okay. Something we can check out. All right. So we need to connect these because this is going to be a lot more power for us. And I think we may end up going around. You know, we put in a high power shaft here, or yeah, high power shaft would go in fine there. And we can connect those up easily. While we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and schedule a new smelter. Put that in. How's our dynamite looking? We have 14. We may want to go ahead and bump that up one. So put in explosives factory. Oh, they did finally get that, so destroy that. Destroy that. And I'm doing it this way because I don't want to accidentally destroy that power shaft. All right. So that's going to be high priority, high priority. I don't know if you recall this, but I do recall having a conversation about getting rid of that or putting that in, and then we can get rid of this. So that gives us a little bit more area to work on. What's lacking material? Planks, I'm sure. Let's put these on prioritized by haulers. If we do that, then that should keep them working more. I know, I feel like Taskmaster, but you know, we don't want them walking back and forth to store or getting their own logs. Haulers should be doing that. And if we're short on any beavers like we are right now, like we should be taking care of our buildings and addressing it that way. So we built this up pretty good. If we make any changes now that we have dynamite, it would be to turn this hut into a 2-story one, but that means destroying everything here. So that's, you know, space for 6 beavers plus our storage. You know, if they're building it though, it won't take long for them to put that back. And that just gives us 3 more beavers in the same footprint. I haven't decided if it's worth destroying this and going down. But, you know, definitely these diagonals, these should be. And if we're building any new apartment complexes, now that we have dynamite, absolutely, we're going to do that. I am so happy that, like, we've hit that new, I don't know what we top out at, like what the best population well-being could be, but we're doing pretty good. We need some other things available to the beavers, Lidos and whatnot. We're still leaving this here, just because we want to have that as an option for water pump. Yeah, here we are. We're full of bad water here. We have that all taken care of. Oh, we are almost done with this, so we're gonna, let's see, are these marked for cutting? Yes, they are. So I'm gonna adjust this. We don't need this around anymore, but we do need one moved here. That puts them closer. We'll just make that a high priority construction site, get that done and taken care of. And then we can mark out this. We don't need that anymore. Don't need any of that. No, no, no. So always busy with the tidy up. So this is a little farmer area. We can actually start taking things like this 16 dynamite. Terraforming. We only have 1 level to go through. And we just line it up. They'll continue getting some of this other stuff out of the way. And once they put all that in, which it is in range, then we take this road out, backfill it, remove that, backfill it, and we destroy that. And there's our new farmland. I mean, we could even take that out. And because that's close enough, we can just put in a set of steps right there, and that'll take care of that. Clean up. Cool. I'm really excited about the farmland. Yeah. We are going to have to connect those all together. I haven't decided which side I'm going to do that on yet. Like, we do have all this working. I actually built those in place. And now the question is, well, we have the 3 that go in here. Right. We can always put stairs back down. So let's destroy this path. Go back to there. Put some power in here. And if we need to get in there at any point in time, we can always put steps in. But that's just trying to get that power there. We definitely want to connect these to the gravity battery as well as everything else. Just trying to figure out what the best way is and how I want to do that. Oh yeah, we also want it to give this a little bit more space. So that's prioritized, and see if we can get a little more water flowing through there. Also, now that we have dynamite, we can redo things like this. We don't need to put in these levees anymore. We could just dynamite a 3-block section and put this right next to it. I don't think I can get dynamite underneath that. I can. Okay. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, we can dynamite that out, and that would take up less space, and we can put more carrots in. I don't know that it's necessarily needed. I don't know why that one didn't work. Drought approaching. That might be better for us than a bad tide. And we don't have to mess with that at all. We just have to close these. Oh, look at that. Why? Oh, you still have a step to put in. Now you don't. Okay. Forgot that middle section. Did I forget that down here too? Nope. It's an I. Nope. All right. So yeah. Now what you'll see is they'll start bringing in some chestnuts, and they should start collecting them. That spatterdock is just for the grilled spatterdock. Don't think it makes anything else. Nope, just 3. So 3 and 3. Maple pastries. Look at these little beaver boys go. Ooh, I am seeing our logs going down. Partially that's from building this tower. Ooh, but those are ready for for chopping. So let's get a couple lumberjacks here. We definitely want to get that entire area, or at least, there we go. So that covers the same amount that covers. So lumberjack flag in. High priority. Put in some more dynamite here. Yep, can't do that because he's still collecting 4 logs. And then once that's done, we can pull this road out, pull this out. I guess they do still have that one. And he can reach those. Alright, cool. 2 days before drought. We are not going to get the power up, so hopefully our wind power will sustain us for a little bit. It's not that critical. We're in a really good place. These are all grown up too now. Wow. Okay. Let's put in another lumberjack flag. And that's going to get all of that. And we're going to make that high priority. Get that done. And we should be taking beavers away from these sections. So, nothing to do in range because we haven't marked them for cutting yet. There we go. So now he's got plenty to do. So here comes our wood coming in. This one, same thing, nothing to do within range. So we'll give him something to do within range. Got these 3 over here hiding. It's okay. So now that we have dynamite, we can start doing things like we can expand this forest by removing some of this. I know we don't have that much dynamite, and that's okay. This dude is done, so that gives him some more work, or at least a different job. There we go. And then let's see. We're not going to do the road just yet until they have all this filled in. And the reason why is I have seen it where, you know, it'll be too far out of range. So we'll just let them get to it. And same with that. It's not high priority. We'd like them to get to it and do it at some point, but I have other things I'd rather them work on. Like the warehouse, get that done. Oh, we're up to 27. Beavers are happier than ever. And part of that is because we no longer have any injured beaver. Well, we have 1 injured beaver, but no contaminated beavers, so that's helpful. They've eaten their fill for cattail crackers, maple pastries, and whatnot. So you can see the cattail crackers are going to start going up, and they'll top off just like the rest of them. Do we have that warehouse done? No, we don't have the sunflower seeds yet. We're waiting on planks, but that'll take care of the sunflower seeds as well. So the next thing on our list is to help them with rooftop terraces. We have so many rooftop terraces, but they're not, I don't know if they're just not using it because they don't have the time. I don't think that they're filled up. I don't think I've ever seen them full. But maybe we'll put, you know, these warehouses are perfect opportunities for rooftop terraces. And we have some here, some over here. Maybe they just want to hang out. What else do we need? It looks like they need more campfires as well. So it might just be a time thing now that we're getting into some later game things. Maybe we can turn the working hours down just a bit. I don't know that I want to go to 16, but maybe we'll go to 17 here in a second. And then we need to start talking about contemplation spots, agoras, dance halls. Apparently they really want scarecrows. After we get this other, we're hiding it behind here. Once we get this apartment complex, I think I'm going to do that one. I'm going to dynamite that one, get that one rebuilt, and then put a brazier of bonding in there. The Fountain of Joy has to go in water. I don't know where I'm going to put that. And then they're not really using the Lidos. We need a carousel mud bath. Books would be super easy. We have so much paper that we could just start pumping out some books. And I don't recall if I put, yeah, we do have storage for books. So we can put in a printing press. What does that look like? Need some metal. I don't know that we're quite ready for that yet. One paper to one book though. So we have the potential of 1,600 books. I don't know what they do with them. I imagine they consume them. I guess they eat them after they read them. I don't know. Who am I to judge? Still got one day before the drought starts. Let's detonate that. Did that help? I don't know that it did. I don't know if it helped or made it worse. Yeah, the other one's rocking at 250. This one's 63, 65. I don't think that's much better. Do I take another one out? I mean, that current's 4 CMS right there. Oh, there we go. It's up a little bit more. But we're making way more than we need. They're only running those 2 grist mills. If anything, we may need to worry about, let's see, power output for wind. And maybe even connect it into here somehow. I don't know if I want to go around all that, but, you know, it wouldn't hurt to... We could just dynamite... We could dynamite this whole section out, put in platforms, and run the power underneath that. Like right where they come up. Go in here, go straight under, put a step here, go through. Definitely future work. Wonder. Oh my goodness, did they seriously eat all those maple pastries? What's our wheat look like? Our wheat looks good. Our wheat flour is going down. But also... You know, there's our wheat storage. Do we have enough wheat flour storage? Dandelions. I can't even get to that under part. There we go. There's our wheat flour. Yeah, we may need to plant more wheat. So the drought started. We're watching the flow. As soon as it starts going backwards, we're going to close this up. Good enough. And there we go. So there's our water. We have 3,000 water stored right now. All 4 of our barrels are full at our apartment complexes. We have some that's out and available by our factories, which are still running. We are not quite meeting demand. So wind power is definitely something we need, but we also need these gravity batteries done. Let's see, how much further do we have to go? I don't know if they've worked on this at all. No, they've worked on it a little bit. I see them going up and down. Maybe they've done like 1 layer. But that'll be nice. We get gravity batteries. We'll have unlimited power. Let's see how this is doing. Oh yeah, this is actually supplying enough. So, you know, another windmill there wouldn't hurt. But it's not critical. Another windmill here is definitely needed. We are not really working too well. All right, so the tower's good. Now that this is going, we can repopulate that. We can repopulate that. We're going to be 4 beavers shy. Oh, and that's the other thing. We have 4 rooftop terraces here. We only have 2 over here. So that'll help us when we rebuild that. We have dynamite. So let's go ahead and start planning for this. And talk about what we need to do. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I need another house underneath these to make this at ground level. Ooh, sorry about that. Hit the mic. Let's think about that. How would that look? We put 1 more underneath. And is that even worth that hassle for 3? I want to see. Let's see. I don't have anything open right now. There we go. I can go to my downloads. Snag it, editor. Alright, cool. I took a screenshot of an idea that I saw recently. That's basically the same thing. Let me go back to the library. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So if we look here, you can see what they took out. So in this instance, they took out these. So kind of the opposite of what I've done. I mean, that's the same thing that I've built. But on this one, they dropped that one down. So then you had two sets of stairs kind of going down. And I think that's what he did. And I'm trying to like move the angle of a screenshot. But yeah, because that's a path. So he put one underground and then put those up. And I'm thinking about doing it this way and changing this from a single to a double. I think that may be the way to go. So we'll do this. We'll change this from a single to a double. And that'll at least put us on par with this. Right? And then we put a triple on top of it and then a rooftop terrace. So that's going to be our first thing that we deal with. So delete. Delete. Landscaping. Dynamite. So we don't need to do the steps down to this because I'm going to put a double here. And then if we take this one out, that would be a single, so we'd need the steps there. That's the case. So if we put the steps there, okay. So since we have that torn out, let's go ahead and look at that. And we're just going to destroy this. And we're going to destroy this as well. And then destroy this. And the idea is we want to see what this looks like when we rebuild this. I know there's going to be some unhappy beavers, but if we really want to, we can turn on spots for nine beavers. Get in there. Okay, yeah. So there's a step. Okay, I see how this is going to work now. This is going to be really cool. As long as they hurry up and build the dynamite for me. There we go. Come on, builders. So if we do this and we upgrade this one, like, I don't see why we don't just build a couple more builder huts. Then we get another hauling post, another builder hut, and have these beavers going at it, and then going at it. All right, clean that up, clean that up, clean that up. Aw, look at them. They're sleeping out in the streets. Well, guys, I did this to them. Ooh. Don't sleep on the dynamite. What's wrong with you? 9 homeless beavers. That's gonna take a hit. But you know, we do a side at a time. Work our way around. I'm not gonna put all of them. I'm not gonna make all of them homeless. That's empty, so we don't need that. Clean that up. All right. All right. So here we go. Step 1. House. In the hole. Steps. Straight down. Another house, double, facing the opposite direction, so it's the same basic look. There's no point in putting that the other way. So we high prioritize all of that and tell them to get to work. Now we need a double platform here. Wait, let's hold off on the double platform. No, we're right. Because now we're just making the same thing that we did over here. So we have a double on top of a single. So this is what we're looking at. So we need to make that. So back to the double lodge. Move that around. And we need a double platform so that we can reach and put a path. So there we go. And we made it through the day. We have no homeless beavers. So what they built totally replaced what we already had. Only now we have space for even more beavers, especially once they finish this double. So like that section here is way more efficient now. Because we have 6 beavers here, plus another 3 underneath. And then we put a triple here, that's 9. So now the next step is looking at what we did to go from that level to that level. And we've done a lot of buildings, so there we go. So that's where we are now on that side. We just have to put in some singles over top of that. Cool. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty impressive. They build that and put in this triple lodge. Not really for the aesthetics, but just to have that there. Yeah. And then once it's built, we don't even need to pause it. Make that a high priority. We just don't have the platforms. So yeah, there'll be some single platforms. We'll have to remake this. I'll have to look at my plans again over on this one, but yeah, I'm really excited about that. So now we have room for 7 more beavers, and we didn't even really change anything. We do need to put another rooftop terrace. There. And when they get to it, they get to it. I don't even know that we have any. What do we have prioritized now? Cleaning up. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna end up with beavers without job. So all our huts are gonna be the next big thing, the next big deal. Our wood's slowly coming back up. Our water's fine. Maple pastries are still going low. Like, I don't know. Maybe, let's see, we prioritize that. There we go. I mean, these are food places, so just like with the other stuff, we want them working on that all the time. We don't need them walking around delivering stuff. Very, very inefficient. It'll be even more inefficient once we start doing like robots and we have the bots going. Building. Oh, there we go. All right. So we'll just pause that for now. But you can see how that worked out. Got a little hut there, a little 3 double deep. So like this one, and that's why I said like this is going to be a lot more work because we basically have to tear the entire thing down to go under this ground, just to put a double here and a single here and the single here. So like you're talking 2. That's why we wanted to do this one first. So this one will be the same basic situation, except that we have to go into the warehouse area. I think the smart path would be doing this side, so diagonal, and getting that straightened out before like destroying the warehouses. I'm gonna do those last. So again, I think this one gets taken out. You put in 4 dynamites, put in a new house, put in an old one. So we're gonna destroy that. We're going to destroy that. And we're gonna destroy that. Yep. Then 5 dynamites. High priority. Making sure that path goes there. Yeah, that's gonna work out really nice. Super excited about that. We got 3 more days of drought. Man, that's been long. Let's pause this. 3 days will last. Yeah, our Lido's already hurting. Crops are okay. We probably could have paused that a lot sooner. And again, this is where the automation would come into play. And I really want to use the automation, but I kind of like playing vanilla. I'm interested to see if this dries out, only because I want to see how that impacts our irrigation. So on the one hand, it's like, yeah, dry out, cool. On the other, I don't really want that to happen. All right, put that here. Stairs. High priority. Double. High priority. Path. And then we put the double. I'll make that a high priority. So yeah, now we just added 3 more beavers. We only have one homeless right now, so. They are working away. I think, yeah, the hut's already done. It looks like the steps are done too, so yeah. We have 2 empty beds just by making that small change. I want to see this built, and then I need to look at how we got up there. How do we get up there? Platform, stairs. Okay. I think it's a single and a single. I think we ended up filling all of this in, if I recall. I think it was a single there and then like a double here. You always need doubles over that. Single stairs. Oh, that's right. We took out the med beds on that other one. Right? Oh, so many levels. Oh, that's right. They went through the center again. We need to path through the center. No, down. All right. Did we put a path there that doesn't connect to anything? It literally doesn't connect to anything there. There's nothing for it to connect to. Huh. That's interesting. So can we put any decoration in there? No lantern. No. No. Unlock a scarecrow. No. Everything's too tall to go in the single. Oh, but there's a path there. Alright, let's get rid of this path. I mean, if we don't need the path, like we can put that there, it doesn't give them any benefit. Can we put a no. No shrub. No lantern. No scarecrow. No beaver statue. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Like, we can't really do anything with that spot. Because it's just a single. So if we go up one level, yeah, we need that path. That's how we get around. Okay. I feel like I'm hearing some rumbling in the game. Alright, so this one we don't need. But this one we do, and we're doing it the same way that we've done everything else. So I think I don't need that. Don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Because then I can just put in a double here. Saves material. Put in stairs. I mean, now that we're rebuilding this, you know, a double's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to help anything because we still need the path through the center. But then we put these in, and this is the new... That's the new pathing. Which brings them into that. Yeah, we'll let them work on that. All of our water's gone. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Like, you see that really doesn't do shit. So we're going to go into a dry area and then do some experimentation with our irrigation and see what we can do and what's better. Maybe if it means we're just doing like long straight paths, and that's just what we're like, we could irrigate down this path and that would be fine. And we should be using this to irrigate our path, so you know we won't be pumping in a drought season. We will lose most of our crops, but no, it's out of water, so it didn't drop down to this either. So none of that is saved or protected. This all water stayed in. So the reason why our water failed us through here was because we were still pumping for a couple days. But yeah, we need to do some testing with irrigation and see what they've changed, how they've made it better, maybe even research. So, but you know, half day, so we can just open these. Those are already open. There is some water still in here. These stay closed. So water will flow in really, really quickly. And we should still be okay. Just not in time to save any of those crops. But that's why we have these ginormous warehouse full of raw materials. Except for cattail roots, because we've already gone through them all. We've already made them all into flour. But this kind of like ebbs and flows as we're working on it. You know, they're not like crashing through the supplies. They're not crashing through these berries or grilled potatoes or, you know, cattail crackers. They're still crushing these maple pastries. But yeah, we should be okay. We're going to put a farm in down here anyway. So new farmland. That'll work. Cool. All right. Well, let's let them go. Hopefully they'll build this. I still want to see what I did for this part. Down. And then just straight in. Okay, so it was just one set of steps. Because that was another house, right? Yeah, it was just a single house. Pause again. that tower really messed with that. All right. Okay. So, all right. It goes down. Stairs coming up from the warehouse. Stairs going up from the warehouse. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's what we did. We took out these little med beds. Like, don't you have a house to go to? And then stairs. And we'll go ahead and put this double in. We're gonna need it anyway. And we will high prioritize all of this. Five empty beds. So I don't really know why. Oh, I was like, are they sleeping out on the ground? No, they're still working. And we forgot we were gonna bring their working hours down. All right. So that'll get that side set. Like that's all ready. And we can put in another double next to it. That'll be ready. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right, pause that. We're gonna make that a high priority just so that gets done, and then that should have been the same height for platforms. Yeah, it is. So, trying to see what I did and where. Oh, that. All right, so I put the steps in the wrong spot. We have two steps and they're just diagonal from each other. So those are no. This is a 2. This is a 1. That's stairs. Platform. And I don't remember if that was a full platform. I think it was. Oh yeah, these steps. Those go down. That goes up. Double platform. Path. I know, it feels weird. I'm trying to work my way back to this spot. Okay, well, I guess we'll mess with that when we come back. So that is the episode for today. So that was cycle 21. Next thing is farms, irrigation, see how that works. Our tree farms are going well. That's good. Wood's coming back in. We do have a gravity battery. It is not hooked up, so you come back, we will hook that up. Looks like they are still working on the central part of the tower, but they are about halfway up with those 3s. And then once they get all the way up to the top, they'll hook in this gravity battery, or they'll hook this in, and then we can start working on the other one. So that's where we are. All right, well, Thanks for watching. If you have any tips or tricks or like to see me play a different game, please leave a comment. Thanks, everybody.